party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And checking out some numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here are the starters for Utah. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Walker Kessler out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Fox in at the point with Herter next to him. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. Stan on the tail end of a back-to-back. Tired legs can be a factor.
Yet fatigue as part of a long NBA season. And to me, it's the veteran guys who know how to be successful even when they're not at 100% that do the best in these situations.
DeRozan up again, controls the rebound and the putback.
Prolific on the glass. I mean, Sabonis turning that board into points.
Here's George. Pass to Kessler. Plenty of space. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Now here's DeRozan, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. The 3-ball. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and here late in his career, DeRozan is now capable from long range.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
3-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Markkanen. Herter against Sexton. It's hauled in by Herter.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Fox outside. DeRozan against Williams. Good. DeRozan's got his second bucket on the night.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Markkanen with a screen on Fox. George finds Markkanen. Good work there as it goes.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Williams misses.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Fox. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. A minute 15 left in the first quarter of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to review the game plan. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Lynn's checked in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for Herter, and a new group getting ready for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Collins comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Sensabaugh's checked in for Williams. And Clarkson subbed in for George. Just 4 to shoot. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
The first one falls. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, Seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Well, two sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
And it's Utah with the ball. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Fox against Sexton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Sabonis with a screen on Clarkson. Driving inside. Out to Fox. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Fox has got 5 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Clarkson outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Sacramento on top, up by 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
We've got Domantas Sabonis, Doug McDermott out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Jazz trail by 6. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Here's McLaughlin following the bucket by Utah. Pass to McDermott. Here's Lyles. Sabonis in the post. Eubanks is there. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Clarkson. Shot clock at 3. Here's McDermott. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Sacramento. Herder comes in for Lyles, and De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for McLaughlin. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Collier. Clarkson outside to the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. We'll stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Sacramento. And a switch here also for Utah. Mikhailuk's checked in. He drops it from range.
And forget position. Sabonis is one of the best overall passers in the league.
Jazz trail by 7. Now Clarkson turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Over Fox. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
There's a screen. Back to Fox. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And he makes a first. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
And Sacramento making a change here. Len's checked in. Good on both. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
George, no good. The Kings lead by 7. DeRozan passes to Fox. Here's Ellis. Back to Fox. Shoots over George. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Fox has gotten 4 this quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Williams. Yet to see a basket. Ooh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
Yeah, from range, Markkanen has such an effortless stroke.
Fox, the pass to Lynn. Here's Ellis. Fox outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over George. No good, off the front rim.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
The biggest reason Sexton was a top 10 pick? Explosiveness. He's tough to slow down.
Utah shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
That free throw good from Sexton.
Well, in terms of bucket getters, guys who just fill it up, Colin Sexton is up there. He's just excellent scoring the ball.
Fox for three. The shot misses, and the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Sacramento on top, up 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime, the Sacramento Kings in a tight game.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Taking a look at Sacramento, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Jazz trail by 3. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Lauri Markkanen out there with Williams. And it's Kessler in it to 5. Markkanen from long range. Rebound by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Fox, that's good.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
Now here's George. Still no points. Williams on the wing. Defended by DeRozan. Connects from downtown.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived. Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Sabonis against Kessler. Sabonis in the post. Back to Murray. Oh, deflected and stolen by Markkanen. Sexton looking around. Markkanen with a screen on Herter. Sexton misses. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. George against Fox. Sabonis with a screen on George. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from Fox. Sabonis has got 6.
Smart move by Fox off the pick and roll, passing to a ready score.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Fox against George. Markkanen from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Fox against George. Sabonis with a screen on George. Three-pointer, Fox. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Markkanen is a shooter. Comes right back down to answer the three on the other end.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. DeRozan. Some solid defense from Williams. Utah has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now a three-point Utah lead.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Williams against DeRozan. Over Williams. Solid defense from Williams. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Kessler. And here's George. Kessler, a screen on Fox. George passes to Kessler. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists in the game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for the Jazz. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got De'Aaron Fox. Doug McDermott out there with Alex Len. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Ellis in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Len, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And it's Clarkson missing. Kings trail by 3. Pass to Fox. Always attacking Fox.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Clarkson outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Fox. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Huerter. Back to Fox. Outside Huerter. McDermott against Collins. Here's the break. Here's Sensabaugh. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento to take the lead. And he lays it up and in. And the Kings lead by 1.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Lynn. Keegan Murray comes in for McDermott. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Ellis. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Markkanen. On the wing, Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. DeRozan against Williams. 6 to shoot. The floater, and he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws.
First team foul. Kings foul. Murray. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Smooth floater by Fox.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Markkanen, pass to George. Markkanen with a screen on Fox. George outside. Back to Markkanen. The three is up. It's hauled in by Herter.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
DeRozan outside. Over Williams. DeRozan. Deadly from the mid-range.
Well, no doubt DeRozan would be calm, cool, and collected in that moment.
Markkanen against Murray. It's Markkanen on the wing. Kessler up top. Outside Sexton. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Herter.
Well, I think Sexton enjoys taking over in the big moment. He wants to be that guy for his team.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off the transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Murray against Markkanen. Pass to Williams. George outside. It's stolen by Fox. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
Shooting 2.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kessler, a screen on Herter. The 3 from Sexton. The 3 won't fall. And they go to the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Ouch! That was a missed opportunity. Could have put this game on ice.
Puts up a deep three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce.